guys, it's Amanda, and as I mentioned in one of my other videos, we are starting a garden, and I wanted to include that in my video series things. So I'm here with Jacob.
Hi.
And we're on our way to his dad's to get the wood. Oh, Charlotte's here too. To get some wood to build our raised garden bed. So we're planning to build it hopefully tomorrow and then start planting some of the earlier things next week. So keep you posted. It's an exciting day because I came over to look at our little herbs, and the basil is already starting to sprout, and then we just realized that so is the chive. Sorry, that's so shaky. The smallest little bit of green, and we're just so excited. And we have strawberries. So this is our herbs. We have chive, basil, and parsley so far. Those two are sprouting. The strawberries, which we'll move outside later. Are you excited?
Yeah, I can't wait.
I forgot to mention, it's a little surprising because we just planted those last week and they said 4 to 5 weeks, and so that's why I was like super surprised to see that it had already happened. Okay, today's update, we have we finally planted our cabbage. We were supposed to plant it this weekend inside. The label says 2 weeks before the last frost, right? Yeah. And then we have some more updates on these ones. You can see the basil growing a little more. And a little chive. Super excited. The parsley is still being stubborn, and the strawberries. But again, these ones are actually early. It was supposed to be 4 weeks, I think. So it's crazy that they already are sprouting. Okay, so we're a week behind schedule, but today we are going to be building the garden and planting a few things. We should have planted some of them last week, but life. So we're starting today. I think that'll still be okay. And this is just a journey, so I'm first gonna share with you our plans and then we'll get right to it. Okay, so these are our original notes. We're in zone 6B, being in Rhode Island. So we're just making some basic notes the very beginning. We're not doing flowers right now, but we will be. This was kind of just everything we wanted. And then we looked up more stuff and came up with a bigger plan. I started to write when everything needed to be planted, but then I realized it was a bit much, so that went on to a second page, and then we ended up writing everything in Jacob's planner so we would know when to plant. And that's also how we know we're a little behind. We have to plant the onions, the green onions, the broccoli, and the spinach. Yep. So this is actually the design we decided to go with. We're doing a 4x4 raised garden bed. So these are all the things we plan to plant in it. This is how we figured out what we were going to try to plant, and we've just been looking on Pinterest and everything for different designs. So that's what the wood's for, and we will show you the creation of that now. And before we head outside, I can't even believe I didn't do an update on this, but the parsley had finally come through. She was being stubborn, but she's here, and yeah, everything's been growing quite quickly. No cabbage still and no strawberries, so update on that later. Hi, babe.
Hi.
It's gardening day. Are you excited?
Yes.
So, what do we have here?
The wood to make the garden.
So we got some of it from his dad's and some from Home Depot. And then we got this soil, which is for raised garden beds specifically. So we should have everything we need. And then we'll be good to go. It's a beautiful sunny day for this, but still a little bit chilly. Charlotte's got her little sweater on. And Jacob put the sail out here in the sun so that'll warm up a little bit. Alright, so what are you doing now?
I'm gonna screw these two together to make a square.
He's just making the base of it. Here we go. Alright, so I got part 1 done.
Yes.
It's the base, and now we have to put the second layer on so that the soil will be deep enough for all of the plants. So right now, Home Depot decided that, you know, cutting it in half when it's not 8 feet was fine and just letting us think it was. Also our error, we could have, you know, whatever. But Jacob's making a little alteration so that they will be the same size. And it'll work out. So now he's setting up for the second layer. Those are the short pieces, but we have our little pieces here. What'd you say you were doing next? How are you connecting these?
I'm gonna screw them together so they're a square, and then you strap and attach the top to the bottom.
No accent this time.
No accent.
Tiny glitch measuring problem. He measured that way, but he didn't measure it to be the same size. So now he has to make a new piece. I think they say measure twice, cut once.
Yeah, well.
But I guess it doesn't help when you're not measuring the right thing. While we're in here already, he's measuring the pieces for what? What do you say?
Strapping to hold it together.
Strapping to hold it together. I don't know anything about building, so he's our expert here. So the base part is done. We're gonna add the, what is the back called, V? Trellis? Is that right? I don't know, we're gonna add the back part after when we are closer to planting the tomatoes and stuff. But the bottom part's done. Now we're gonna add some cardboard to the bottom. We saw that it was recommended because as it decomposes, it acts as food for the worms and just adds stuff to the garden. And yeah, and then we're gonna add the soil. Alright, all the soil is in. Like I said, we have to put the trellis up another time. So now all we have to do is plant the ones we're gonna plant, and I'll show you that later when we do that. Update.
Yeah, the strawberries is coming in finally. So excited.
See if I can get this in the camera. That tiniest little bit of green, but it's there. So exciting. Okay, so it's a few days later, and it's kind of okay because we had time for the soil to, you know, dry out. It was kind of frozen and bleh. So Jacob's sectioning it off now, and we are going to plant the things that are ready to be planted. Actually, they should have been planted a few weeks ago, but hey, what can you do? So we have onion. Everything's going. Broccoli, spinach, and white onion. Alright, so we're not leaving any little sticks out because we have like our diagram, so we're just gonna go off of that. But I planted the broccoli in the second to last 2 squares, the onion up front, the white onion right here, and then the spinach right next to that. So I'm excited. it seems so weird putting things in the soil and just expecting them to grow, but hey, that's life, and we've been doing so good so far, so I'm hopeful about this. So that is the end of our garden saga for now. I will be updating you as things grow and we learn new things. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any tips for us, be sure to leave them down below. Subscribe because I've been posting videos every Monday. And until next time, see you later, guys. Bye.